first things first, we're going to take a look at this synth here. Oh. Let us make a new one, and we'll start from scratch. We can keep the MIDI the same, and then slap on Vital. So this initial sound, we're going to start with a load of square waves. Jump in, basic shapes. Of course, that's what we're doing. Find our square wave. There you are. Let's chuck you one solo. Oop. Lovely. Random phase off. Keep this one at 0. New one. Octave up on this square wave, and we'll go like this. And we're making sound designs with Alex. What are we doing? Of course, we're doing FM synthesis. So slap that down. Chuck on FM from 2. FM from 2. Now this one's very delicate. You'll notice because we're sending a square into a square. You have to be quite precise with where you put it. So see just the difference between this part and this part. This is the sound I want. It's that being pushed forwards. So just a little touch. We want to grab LFO1 and move it just within that range. Absolutely lovely. Keep it at half, and we're going to push up very slowly to here and then pinch in. We're just getting it at the start of the sound. Before we move on, let's chuck the voices up. So now we're getting that in the sides. One more square wave. So this third square wave, we're going to keep a little bit less. And by the time we're done with all the processing, the compression and the distortion, this third voice is going to act a little bit more like a type of bass, but yes, a type of bass. Let's do something very weird and wonderful now. We're going to chuck on oscillator 1, 2, 3. So we're going to go down and we're going to find our band spread comb. Push these resonant peaks up real high. Around about here, and find somewhere that feels nice inside to you. As we're going to be jumping around some notes, I want to put on key tracking. This means that the position of the filter is going to stay relative to the note you're playing. The resonant peaks you're adding in are going to stay, locked to your frequency. Without it, if I go, the peaks aren't moving to the notes. So if I put key tracking on, you see the filter jumps around with the notes that I play. There's no right or wrong, just different outcomes. Let's find a nice naughty spot. That's going to be a little bit too... You got to try and find the right amount of dissonance in that sound. Push that in and then move the cut up so we're taking away some of those lower peaks. Blah. Next, effects. Let's chuck on some lovely, lovely, lovely multiband compression. Perfect. I always like to bring out some more of that midband. Because the OTT sound will generally kind of scoop that midband for you, and it gets a little bit, it loses a bit of that oomph. Distortion. We're not soft clipping today, we're hard clipping, and we're going to drive pretty hard. Ooh, alright. So, we're not actually going to leave it like that. We're going to take the mix down. Let's create a new LFO. And we'll do a little bit of a zigzaggy boy. Up and then, kind of like almost pretending to be a bit of a growl. And that's going to go onto our mix. So the mix stays off and comes up. No, not you, just you. Lovely. We're also going to take LFO2 and route it into the volume of number oscillator 3. So oscillator 3 down a bit, and then this one. It just gives us a bit of oomph on that first note. Reverb. Takes the lows away. Just filtering away the reverb signal there. Good. I made a mistake. You're not supposed to be routing everything into the comb filter. So my bad. Undo that. We're just routing oscillator 1 into the comb filter. Kind of want to bring out some more, a little bit more distortion here. Let's have an experiment. Okay, nice. Probably have to turn it down a little bit though. You know what it needs? It needs a bit more EQ. Oh, that's way dirtier. We're taking this detune down. Blah! Bit more attack. That sounds better. Go back into our multiband. That's a good idea. We're experimenting today, guys. Well, that's a bit better. Just push that higher. There we go. Lovely! What I actually probably will do is add in some kind of little like stabby sound here. Let's just make one real quickly. Because why not at this point, right? Let's change colors into our lovely orange. We're going to go chord stab. We're going to go some flavor of super saws, I suspect. So basic shapes into saws. Saw. And we will keep our random phase on for super saw sounds. Let's have a quick listen. And because we're going to play the same note, it's just going to be on that hit. For super saw, let's create a lot of voices. Octave up. Maybe. That's the idea. So kind of creating a bit of a stack feeling here. Chuck on some white noise. And then we're going to slap on OTT, of course. Tiny bit of distortion. And definitely some reverb. Let's have a listen to it with the other one. That might be a bit too dissonant, actually. We've gone a little bit too far off. So, where is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what are you? Ugh, an 8. I wonder.
A few minutes later.
That sounds alright.
1 hour later.
I think like that it sounds a bit more drum and bassy as opposed to a bit more like, you know, mainstream big house type stuff. I wouldn't have that too much. So we're pretty dissonant. It's maybe a bit too much. We'll see. Yeah, it's better. We don't want any of this bass. We've got lots of build up around this region in our bass. See? So let's not have it overlapping with our chord stab. Together. Yeah, look, that's the idea. We'll come back and perfect it another time. I think you could also add in some like into these parts. Probably this one. But no, let's try and keep it simple. We don't want to take forever. Give it a quick save. Shall we jump into the lead now?